Top 40.
Hi, this is Kasem. You know, it's rare when a newcomer hits number one with their first two top 40 hits, and that's exactly what Christina Aguilera has done. She has now topped the chart with her first hit, Genie in a Bottle, and the follow-up, What a Girl Wants. Will teen queen Christina continue to rule the chart this week? We'll find out as we count down all the biggest hits in the USA on American Top 40 from AM/FM radio networks.
American Top 40.
And that means we're up to the number one song in the USA. The first hit for a teenage newcomer for whom the pursuit of success was bittersweet. Bitter because of the meanness she encountered on the way. When this performer was 9 years old, she competed on the TV talent show Star Search. She didn't win, but that's all right. That happens. What doesn't usually happen is the hostility her family encountered from her neighbors in her hometown in Pennsylvania. People were apparently jealous of the fact that she'd gotten a shot at stardom. So jealous, she says, that the tires on her mother's car were slashed, and other students at her school started ignoring her. Then, when she was 12, she was cast as a member of the new Mickey Mouse Club. It was her big break, a sweet moment. But once again, she says, there was a bitter side. Her success made her such an outcast that she actually had to change schools. But that young teenager didn't let all that negativity get in her way. Instead, it made her even more determined. And this week, she's savoring the sweet smell of success with a song that once again is the biggest hit in the land. The number one song in the USA on American Top 40 for the second week in a row is Genie in a Bottle by Christina Aguilera.
I'm a genie in a bottle. Never need the right way. Counting down the hits with Kasem.
Well, now talking about super hot hits, here's one by Ricky Martin and Christina Aguilera. The night Christina recorded that hit, she had to apologize to her biggest fans. And what did Christina have to apologize for? Well, for weeks, she'd been booked to do a live online chat with her fans. There was a lot of publicity preceding Christina's online appearance, but when the time came around and her fans signed on, instead of Christina live, they got an apology. A very nice apology, but an apology nonetheless. It read, quote, "To all my fans around the world that have signed on for the chat, please forgive me for not being available this evening. An incredible music and career opportunity has come up for me to record a duet with Ricky Martin. Because our schedules are so crazy, this was the only opportunity that we both had to get together. I promise I will make it up to you in the very near future," unquote. Well, in the meantime, what Christina created during the time she took off from that online chat has turned into one of the biggest hits to reach the charts in a long time. This week, it rockets 10 big notches to number 19 in our countdown.
Counting down the hits with Kasem.
These are the biggest hits by the hottest stars. Well, now we're up to the latest hit for a super hot teen star who's raising money for her charitable foundation in a unique way. She's offering fans a chance to get on stage and sing with her. Christina Aguilera just began her very first tour as a headliner, and along with playing a lot of sold-out arenas, she's also come up with a way of giving her many fans a real thrill and doing good at the same time. To raise money for her charitable foundation, she's offering fans the chance to sing with her on stage at some 24 selected stops during her tour. The bids are made online at the eBay site called ultimatebid.com. That's ultimatebid.com. And that's not the only money raiser that Christina is offering online. Fans can also bid on 5 opportunities to have a song sung to them from the stage. All the packages include front row tickets and backstage passes. So not only do fans get the chance to help Christina's charity, they get the concert thrill of a lifetime. This week, the charitable teen has survey song number 14 on American Top 40. Here's Christina Aguilera with Come On Over, Baby.
Come on over, baby. Counting down the hits with Kasem.
Well, now talking about super hot hits, here's one by Ricky Martin and Christina Aguilera. The night Christina recorded that hit, she had to apologize to her biggest fans. And what did Christina have to apologize for? Well, for weeks she'd been booked to do a live online chat with her fans. There was a lot of publicity preceding Christina's online appearance, but when the time came around and her fans signed on, instead of Christina live, they got an apology. A very nice apology, but an apology nonetheless. It read, quote, "To all my fans around the world that have signed on for the chat, please forgive me for not being available this evening. An incredible music and career opportunity has come up for me to record a duet with Ricky Martin. Because our schedules are so crazy, this was the only opportunity that we both had to get together. I promise I will make it up to you in the very near future," unquote. Well, in the meantime, what Christina created during the time she took off from that online chat has turned into one of the biggest hits to reach the charts in a long time. This week, it rockets 10 big notches to number 19 in our countdown.
Counting down the hits with Casey Kasem.
Now, here's a singer who recently moved into a Beverly Hills home that cost her $2,750,000. Christina Aguilera. She's up 2 marble stair steps to number 14 this week with Dirty.
Dirty.
American Top 40.
And that means we're up to the number 1 song in the USA. It's by a star whose most cherished possession is a beautiful friendship. This hot star has often spoken about how she felt like an outsider in junior high and high school, about how she was ridiculed for dreaming that one day she'd be a star. But she did have at least one person who was her friend back in school, and still is her friend to this day. Her name is Marcy Riley. Marcy met the future star at North Allegheny Middle School. Marcy says that life for her friend wasn't easy. Quote, "People would spread rumors that she was anorexic, or get a guy to ask her out and then dump her the next day. She didn't know who to trust, or who was her real friend." Marcy discovered that if you want to get close to her friend Christina, you had to look behind the wall she put up. Marcy said she found a warm and loving friend in Christina. When Marcy was getting married, she asked the star to be her maid of honor. The star told Marcy she'd love to, and canceled a concert to be there. Not only that, this pop star is also the godmother to Marcy's child. This week, Christina Aguilera, who cherishes her true friends, has something else to cherish. The number 1 song in the USA on American Top 40 for the 3rd week in a row is Beautiful.
Don't look at me. I am beautiful, no matter what they say.
AT40.
American Top 40. Ryan Seacrest now going to check in with Christina Aguilera, who has taken a lot of heat for her tougher image. But Christina says you can take it or leave it.
I really, have no apologies for people that, either don't like it. It's either for you or it's not. And I carry myself with confidence and with that way of I'm being comfortable in my own skin. And I think sometimes that's threatening to people, maybe that aren't.
And she is comfortable in her own skin. Christina Aguilera, along with Lil' Kim. It's number 29. Can't Hold Us Down. It's on AT40.
So, what am I not supposed to have an opinion?
AT40.
With Ryan Seacrest.
It's Ryan Seacrest working our way to number 1, and Christina Aguilera says regarding the VMAs, I would kiss a girl again. The Madonna thing was a one-off, but girls are nice to kiss. Nice and soft. Christina, I'll agree with that. Up a notch to number 13 on AT40 with her latest hit. It's The Voice Within.
Young girl, don't cry. I'll be right here when your world starts to fall.
American Top 20.
For Casey Kasem, this is Mike Kasem, and we're heading for the song at the top of the chart. Now we're up to an extra by Christina Aguilera, a singer who's about to star in a movie about what she might have been 100 years ago. To date, Christina's biggest movie role has been the voice of a fish in Shark Tale. She also appears as herself in the upcoming comedy Get Him to the Greek. Christina says she's been looking for a bigger part, a starring role, and she's finally found it in an upcoming film called Burlesque. Quote, "Burlesque used to be the most popular entertainment in America. People think it was sleazy, but it was really the first variety show. If I had lived back then, burlesque would have been my life." Huge stars came out of the world of burlesque like Bob Hope, Mae West, Milton Berle, and W.C. Fields. Christina says, I want to bring that world back to life. For me, this is the role of a lifetime. And that film is due out in late 2010. Now, here's Christina with an extra from 2006, Ain't No Other Man. With an AT20 extra from 2006, Christina Aguilera with Ain't No Other Man.